Welcome to another Elder Scrolls Legends video. My name is Richard, or Moxfire if you want to call me by my game name. Today we're going to be giving you some ranked play. Currently managed to make my way up to rank 4 off video. Unfortunately my Man of War headset bit the dust over the week, so I'm currently getting it replaced through their warranty program, but I'm had to figure out a way to actually record videos using my old headset because my current laptop doesn't have a mic in slot for my old headset. So I'm recording it on one computer and recording the video on the other, and then I'm merging them in Lightworks, which took me a good 3 hours to figure out how to do. But luckily for everybody, I figured out how to do that. So today we're going to be playing some of my anti-spell sword deck that I've been working on. Basically what happened is, this is the deck list right here. While I was in rank 4, I got stuck there for probably like 2 days because of this particular deck. And this is Furo. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, you should definitely check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. But he posted a video of this particular deck on I think a couple days ago, or maybe it was just yesterday. But anyway, I wound up facing nothing but this particular deck on ladder for a number of games, and it was a real pain in the butt because it just plays lots of value cards. Haunting Spirit makes your board state really awkward. It's difficult to play around. You want to try to kill it without letting the buff go off, which makes you make bad trades. And then Young Mammoth's difficult to remove. Crushing Blow doesn't remove it. You need a Lightning Bolt. I wasn't playing my Action Assassin, and even with my Action Assassin half the time, it would wind up getting buffed by something else. And then things like Midnight Sweeps, and then you have the larger taunts and other things in there as well. Hive Defenders, Naga Leave. And then to finish you off, like Blood Magic Lord. But by the time you got to that point, you've just lost. So what I did was I created this deck here, and I'm going to take off the screenshot, and we're going to actually go in and look at the deck. Oops, that's the play button. So this deck is specifically designed against this style of deck. And the main reason for that is, or the main cards that do that are... It's a pretty standard aggro style archer deck. The main players in this deck is Withered Hand Cultists. These basically make it super difficult for removal. People aren't able to play like the Edict of Azura removal. You're not able to play your javelins on curve as well. It really jams up their hands, and if you're playing an aggro deck and you drop one of these on turn 3 or turn 4, them having answers to you is pretty much gone. Earthbone Spinner is amazing for getting rid of taunts. We're not running too many actions in this deck. We only have 8 actions. Rapid Shot, of course, is one of them. Rapid Shot is an activator for finish off, as well as for our Leaf Lurkers. And the other things that we have in here are lots of Soul Rest Marshals, Burn and Pillage, Triumphant Jarls, what I call win more cards, because the idea of this deck is to break runes and just snowball as quickly as you possibly can. Other cards of note is Tazcat is a finisher. Belligerent Giant is specifically against Histgrove. If you can knock one of the Histgroves off if you actually have to face them, it gives you a little bit more of a chance. And then Ungolum the Listener, just because he provides value now and provides tempo now and gives value later. He's a really, really good card. If you like green, I highly recommend crafting this one first. I've had a lot of fun with him. But what we're going to do now is actually get ourselves into some games. So again, I'm at the bottom of rank 4, so queuing up and hopefully find a match pretty quickly. Alright, and we have our first match against Indy. We'll see what Indy's pulling out here. So Indy the Defiant. And we have a Battle Mage deck, rank 5. So this person's pretty good. Withered Hand Cultist is really good against Battle Mage. It stops a lot of the removal. Aggro is pretty prevalent, so the Burn and Pillage is really good as well. I don't want the Bone Bow. I kind of want to hold on to the Burn and Pillage, but I think it's a little bit too greedy. It's either the Withered Hand Cultist or the Burn and Pillage, so I'm going to take the Cultist. And that's not exactly the hand that we want to see, but we'll make do with what we have. Luckily we have the potion. First turn is going to be a lot of nothing. Giant Bats I want a little bit later. They're a lot better to they're a lot better for trying to gain life later on in the game. But we're going to play this Pyromancer, knock off the ward. It also still trades with the 2-1, so we have a better board state going into turn 3. Of course, he does have the initiative. Crushing Blow comes down. We're going to play the Withered Hand Cultist now, so see how he deals with that. He can play a 3-cost Fireball to be able to remove it with the 2-1, which I'm totally okay with. Alright, so he has the Shackle. Oh, and he Wardcrafts. And he doesn't hit, or he hits face. Okay, so he's going full aggro. I'm super happy to see the Burn and Pillage here, but I do need to start doing damage. I think we want to protect the Withered Hand Cultist here, so I'm going to play the Cliff Racer and take out the Harpy. So one of the things you got to really think about when you're getting into games is what is your win condition and what you're playing against. I'm playing against an obviously aggressive deck. He went face as opposed to trying to control the board. So what I need to do is make sure that I'm playing for the board, and if I can control the board until he runs out of steam, I should be able to pull out ahead here. Now on the right hand lane, I have a supremely awesome Pyromancer hand. It would be nice if I could get rid of the Tower Crafter, but it's not a huge deal because I will do a damage to the Crafter, and I can put in a Leaf Lurker. So we're going to Pyromancer here. And now I got to deal with this side of the board, so I'm going to put that there. I don't like sacrificing the Cliff Racer here, but I think I do it so I can have the Cat Purse. Now we're in a really nice spot. He only has 3 cards in hand. He has a Tower Crafter on board. His spells cost a lot of money. I mean, a lot of mana. So it's really awkward for him. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 3-mana Fireball on the Withered Hand Cultist this turn, which leaves him only 3 more mana to do something different. We're going to Leaf Lurker that next turn, unless if something interesting happens and I want to Burn and Pillage. Oh, I can't Burn and Pillage. I need to hit some runes first. So Indy's taking his time to think about their turn. Shouldn't say him. I don't know if it's a her or him or they. So you see the power of the Withered Hand Cultists. The main reason I switched over to playing this deck was because I was playing Action Assassin, and I had lost this particular card a whole bunch of times. It's difficult to remove because it's 3/4, so like a Crushing Blow doesn't remove it very easily, and even a Crushing Blow, even if it was a 3/3, is still 5 mana. I mean, sorry, yeah, 5 mana to cast. A 6 mana Lightning Bolt to remove it feels super bad. So I'm not sure if they have Rage Quit. It does happen every once in a while, although I find it happens a lot less in Elder Scrolls Legend than it does in Hearthstone. Moving from the Shaman all day, everyday meta in Hearthstone, it's nice to actually come into an environment where people don't Rage Quit very often. But it looks like he Rage Quit, so we're going to just make sure we cement our control of the board here. We're going to put down another Withered Hand Cultist. We're going to crack a rune first. See if he gets a... Nope. Okay, I'm going to put another Withered Hand Cultist just to make it that much more difficult. I actually don't know if they stack... Oh, they do stack, because my Burn and Pillage now costs 10. So the chances of him being able to play any kind of removal... Oh, my game freeze? Oh, okay, good. So it's waiting for the opponent to reconnect. So I think they Rage Quit. So that's nice. Free win for us. I also like the fact that when you rage quit, if you don't reconnect by the time your timer's down, you just automatically forfeit. It's nicer than having to play out 3 or 4 turns. So we're got 1 star in. We're gonna load up another game here. Oops, that's the wrong one. All right, so we got our second game against Paper Teeth here. We'll see if they put up a little bit more of a fight. The Pastry Chef. I wonder what you get that one for. He's rank 8, and he's playing a mage deck. He's probably playing a control mage, so my aim here is to try to burst him down as quickly as possible. I'm happy I'm going second again. I do like the Leaf Lurker here, but I think it's a little bit too greedy. We're going to just keep the Thieves Guild Recruit. So these are basically just used for cycle. They also are activators for Leaf Lurkers and finish offs, which is nice when you can get them to go off, but you're pretty much just using them for cycle. There's nothing to Fighters Guild Recruit against, so I'm going to just cycle here. Bone Bow should come in handy here. I found the what are they? The bone. She's another bone one. It's the 4 mana 3/4 that silences a target. Those were super duper useful, but I found I didn't get them often enough, so I put in 2 bone bows, and they've been serving me quite well. So we're gonna swing first, and then drop another. And I'm sure I've mentioned in my previous videos that I like to take over the field lane first, and then cycle into the shadow lane, depending on what happens here. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that card played against me before. The Earthbone Spinner is what I was talking about before. 4 mana 3/2. Silence an enemy, which actually would be quite nice right now. Alternatively, I can Fighters Guild Recruit, which stops him from attacking. If I had to finish off, I'd be more interested in the Skaven Pyromancer. For now, I think... is it worth Earthbone Spinning that? I'm going to face larger threats later, so I think it's better just to Fighters Guild Recruit there. Hopefully he doesn't have a Fireball in hand. Probably does, though. If he does, I can always Earthbone Spinner it after the fact. Crushing Blow, perfectly happy using up a Crushing Blow there. Alright, so now the Skaven Pyromancer is looking pretty good because next turn I can Leaf Lurker. I do take a little bit of extra damage. I kind of want to have the life. I want to be ahead in life in order to activate my Triumphant Jarl on preferably next turn. If I silence that, it'll do 2 damage to me. I'll be at 24. If I do 2 here, I theoretically should be able to get ahead in life. So we're going to Earthbone Spinner this. And we... I have more damage on board. I don't need to pop that rune right now. I'm going to pop it next turn. It'd be nice if we pick up Snake Tooth Necklace. They really help swing the health totals. Giant Bat also works great. Oh. Okay, so he's doing a lot more damage than I was hoping. But that's okay. How much damage can I do here? I can do 5. I can bring him down to 21 to be able to activate my Triumphant Jarl. He doesn't have a lot of damage on board to threaten, so I'm not too worried about it. If he gets a taunt there, yeah, okay. So the Triumphant Jarl is just way too good not to do. One of the things in this game is card advantage. Having more cards is always better. Now I have a lot of options. I got Skaven Pyromancers to be able to activate my Leaf Lurkers. He's trying to fight for the board. So that seemed like a little bit of a waste. He did get rid of my Jarl. I can just Leaf Lurker this. And then we're gonna... I don't need to pop that rune. I'm gonna Ungolem the Listener. Hopefully we draw some of that sweet, sweet Ungulum value later on. So out comes the Crushing Blow, removes my Leaf Lurker. Fireball gets rid of Ungulum. Peddler's annoying. I'm not too concerned about the Peddler though. Brotherhood Assassin is amazing, so we will take it. At this point, I think we rush for damage now. Mainly because of the fact that he's playing control, or he's playing combo because he played a Hexmate or Crystal Towercrafter earlier. Lightning Bolt is unfortunate, not the end of the world. 4 mana spell, even though it's off of Prophecy, it does remove a Lightning Bolt for a 1 mana card, so I'm perfectly happy with that. I don't really want him getting any cards off the Peddler. I don't want to Bone Bow that. Oh, I could Bone Bow my Giant Bat and then get extra life from it. Do I have enough mana for that? No, I don't. Leaf Lurkering, that felt pretty bad. Pyromancering. Yeah, I could Pyromancer. That seems okay. So I'll trade. Drop the Pyromancer. I still have control of the board. I'm starting to push some damage. I'm swinging my health total back up. As I draw into more of my Jarls, my Soul Rest Marshals, I start getting insane amounts of tempo, and it's very difficult for control to be able to have answers, especially if you can Soul Rest into Soul Rest. So next, I can Tazcad here. Very difficult for him to remove. I do want to get rid of the Tower Crafter. Burn and Pillage here is super good. I think we take the Burn and Pillage opportunity, so we're going to hit. Not sure if I should remove the board. I still have a Leaf Lurker. I have 2 damage on each side to be able to activate it. Withered Hand Cultist is super good here. I think we Burn and Pillage, and then we're going to put down the Withered Hand Cultist. We're going to... Do we break that rune? No, we don't break that rune. We're going to drop the Withered Hand Cultist. So you see this deck start cycling into answers. They fill the board, you Burn and Pillage. They try to cast spells for removal, you Withered Hand Cultist. They pay scary monsters like that, you remove them. So I'm going to take 4 damage. I'm not too concerned about the 4 damage there. I'm going to bow here, and that's just to make sure that he doesn't combo me out. I do want to get... I don't want... I think do we trade for the board, or do I push damage? Because I can push, what? I got 6, 8, plus 4 is 12 damage. I bring him down to 5. He can swing back against me. I still have a Giant Bat for... Oh, and I still have Tazcad for finishing. I think I push for damage here. So we're going to swing first. Try and play quickly. I'm going to Fighters Guild recruit over here, just to try to stop him from stopping us. So now he has to have a lot of burst damage. He has 13 damage on board. I'm at 25. That'll put me down to 12. 12 burst damage at 10 mana seems pretty excessive, especially because I have the Tazcad as finish up. So he doesn't have the answers for me. He does manage to wipe my board, other than the 2 damage from my Pyromancer. Oh, never mind. There goes everything. But one of the nice things is that I have my Tazcad as an answer in my hand. So unless if he puts out 2 taunts, 1 on each side, I should be able to just win here. Just waiting on him. So here comes a Tower Crafter. I don't care about that. I don't care about Ice Spike. I don't care about Peddler. And we win the game. Give him the old good game. Alright. So that's a successful second game. And we get some rewards. I'm almost at rank 50 now. The rewards keep on piling in as I play more and more. They actually tier up every level, or not every level, but every few levels. So I'm starting to get 30 now. Previously I was getting 15, so I'm getting double that now. So it's making it super lucrative for me to continuously play ladder. I'm not sure if it actually scales based on my rank or my level, or a combination of the two. So I got a trebuchet. It's not super duper useful or interesting. Might be okay in a schmorking deck. So we're going to play another one. Alright, so we're into our third and final match for this video. And we're up against Ural, the Forgotten Hero. We'll see what he has here. So he's playing an archer deck as well. He's probably playing aggressive. This is a great opening hand against an aggressive deck. It's just a great opening hand in general. Earthbound Spinner is okay in this matchup, not amazing. The Ravager does not worry me at all. I'm going to just Murkwater Witch that, just to save myself the damage early game. And it's also a really nice juicy target for it. The Pyromancer was also, well, not an option now, but I take extra damage. I do want to stay ahead on life totals in this particular matchup, mainly because of the fact that if I don't, he will be able to, he'll stop me from being able to use cards like Soul Rest Marshal. So here I have a choice. I can Skaven Pillager, remove that. I take 2 damage. I'll be at 27. I'll do 20, get him down to 28, which turns out doesn't get my Soul Rest Marshal going. Daring Cat Purse is not the best play here with his board. I think the Fighters Guild Recruit is probably the best here. I need to try to stop damage as much as possible. Hopefully I pull out a Giant Bat, would be really nice here. Snake-Tooth Necklace, although now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not even sure if I have a Snake-Tooth. I think I have 1 Snake-Tooth Necklace in this deck. It is not the main mechanic for being able to try to come back from bad positions. I use it primarily just to swing my life total so I can activate Soul Rest Marshal and Jarl. Okay, so he's going full aggro. The Pillager is a really bad play for him. It would be really nice if I could activate that Burn and Pillage. He's going to play out that card, so that's going to become a serious threat in another turn. I'm going to take another 3 damage here. I'm not building up enough of a board to be able to contest him. I am answering everything. Skaven Pillager threatens that full side of the board. I can always Earthbone Spinner the other side later. So we're just going to do that. He's starting to run out of steam. Hopefully I get another ping effect and I can just remove that. And I don't have to waste my Earthbone Spinner, because I'm more worried about a dragon coming out. Gatekeeper's kind of annoying. Let's see what I get from my rune. Another Burn and Pillage, which is not going to help me at all. Alright, and a Jarl, which also is not going to help me. So this is one of the problems with this deck. Sometimes if you're against an aggro matchup, this is primarily designed against control matchups, so you use more of the Burn and Pillage style Triumphant Jarls to gain tempo and advantage. In this instance, I'm against an aggro deck that dumped their hand on me and was able to leverage their advantage. So we're just going to Earthbone Spinner that. He's going to trade. He's probably going to go face, actually. I can trade there next turn. The Butcher is bad for me. A Jarl is not going to help me. Belligerent Giant is 1 turn too early. We're going to take out that. Soul Rest Marshal does not contest. Just cat pursing feels pretty bad. Alright, we're going to take the Jarl. It's just a 6 mana 4/4, which is pretty awful. But we're playing from behind here, so there's a Cliff Racer. That's a Fiery Imp, very annoying. Withered Hand Cultist is definitely not going to help us out here. So, what can I do here? The Cliff Racer, I really need a ping effect, or draw would be nice as well. We're going to deal... He's going to deal another 6 damage to me. I can Belligerent Giant that out. I take another 3. It brings me down to 11. I can Belligerent Giant on this side. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because hopefully when it comes back out, he won't have another Orc to support it. We're going to swing face here. He's going to do another 3 more damage to us. I can answer the Butcher with a Cliff Racer. Savage Ogre is really bad for me. Daring Cat Purse, I'm definitely going to put it down. Yeah, we're going to put it down over here. Okay. So how much damage can I do here? If I swing, so it'll be 7, 9, 13, 26, 13. So I'll pop 3 runes, do 3 damage. I wipe that side of the board. I still take 5 to face. If he has any kind of buffing spells, I'm totally screwed. I can push an extra 4 more damage, which is not super useful. If I had I really wish I had a Leaf Lurker right now. I would probably be able to stabilize. So if I burn and pillage for 3, I need to make that Earthbone Spinner would be okay here too. Alright, well, let's just start breaking runes and see what happens. We're going to play the Withered Hand Cultist. And we're going to push some extra damage with the... Oh, I misplayed that. I just killed myself. That's unfortunate. Alright. I was supposed to Cliff Racer the Fiery Imp to make sure I don't get the extra point of damage. Oh, that's unfortunate too. He probably has a Spell Answer in his hand anyway. Let's see. Yeah, that would do it anyway. So that misplay doesn't actually affect my board state. Just win. Yeah, I hate people who do that. It's very annoying. Plays out their entire hand when they have the board state to just win. Alright, well that'll do it for today. So hopefully I'll be able to climb my way out of rank 4 into rank 3. There's only a few more days left in the season, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to get ranked Legend this season. I basically just started playing really seriously in the last week, so I climbed from rank 9 down to rank 4 in the last week. I got 5 more days. That's still probably doable, so we'll see if I can at least get rank 1 and get my 3 epics. But for now, just wanted to say thank you very much for watching the video, and just remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.